Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. All right, so listen, you and I both know it is getting hard out here in these LTD streets, right? We got to find these tools. I mean, there's a lot of tools coming, but you know what? I don't have as much money as I used to have back in the day. So I need to find tools that's going to go further and take my money a lot further and going to deliver on results. Hey, if this is your first time to this channel, please go ahead and like, subscribe. You never know what kind of LTD tools I'm going to find, hack, put together, and increase my bottom line. All right, so I have found the ultimate, I'm not going to say it's an Army Swiss knife, but it gives me everything that I need. Actually, it may be the one tool. If you buy no other tools this year, this may be the one tool that you need. Of course, Jenny, you say that all the time. No, I'm serious. I've done the due diligence on it. I've kicked the tires, lifted up the hood. I do owe an apology to a couple of people. So let me give a shout out to a couple of people, right? Mark is out there. Mark, hey, sorry, Anthony. Hey, if you're out there, Bruni. Hey, if you're out there, Sister Soldier, if you're out there, who else do I owe? Sharif, he's out there. Oh man, listen, I'm telling you. Yeah, I owe them an apology because I did not dive deeper on this tool. And I was actually going to wait to do a live and break this tool down for you. But today, AppSumo, obviously, they released some type of taco day. So let's get into it. Let's see if we can make this 10% work for us and make it go further. Let's get into this tool. It's very good. Let's take a look at it. All right, so here we are over at my desktop. Listen, so AppSumo comes up with this taco day out of nowhere. I didn't even know where it was coming from. It's like, wait, what is this taco day, right? So it's allowing you to take, I guess, an extra crunch into your take an extra 10% off to celebrate AppSumo's favorite food, right? Which is no problem, right? But we need to find the sour cream. We need to find the guac, the things that's going to top off. We need to find those kind of tools. And listen, I got to tell you, they have a lot of tools here. What I will tell you, over the last 3 years, I've just noticed a total shift, right? But I think there are some tools. Everything is shifting towards AI, right? I remember we went through this landing page phase, right? It was like every other day you had these landing pages, right? And then I went through the LMS, or the learning management system, right? Now we're going through this phase of AI tools. Now, I did stumble upon a tool, and I forgot to give Perry a shout out. She's been on me. Jenny, squeeze the extra juice, squeeze the extra juice. Here it is, Perry. Here it is, Stu, right? I didn't mention Stu. So I looked through these, right? They're nice. They're not moving the needle for me and my business. Some of these I have already. I do have Ducon already, right? Ducon, I mean, econ. I mean, we went through an econ phase, right? E-commerce phase, right? Video to page. What I noticed about video to page is I did get into that. I got into that tool very heavy, and I just compared it to some of the other tools that I have, and I'm just in a way better shape. If you haven't picked up if you didn't get a chance to get Cast Magic, you didn't get a chance to get Unifier or some of those other tools, then yeah, you probably need to want to take a look at that. And I started looking at OneSuite, but I was like, no, I kind of already have a couple of those tools already. So what I did was I dug a little bit deeper. I wanted to look for the guac. I wanted to look for the Pico. It's a Pico Gallo. I can't even say what it is. But listen, let's just get into the tool, right? So here's a tool that I found, right? The tool that I found, I kind of mentioned it the other day. And you can take an extra 10% off of here too. It's Mavic, right? And you're like, okay, so Mavic, right? What is Mavic doing that no other tool is doing? And let me tell you the secret on this, right? And a lot of people don't know is, Jenny, okay, let me tell you something, right? Let me tell you what they've discovered and figured out. Now, I have a lot of the other tools, the schedulers that are out there. There's just a lot of schedulers. We went through a phase of schedulers, right? They open up the API for Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn. Then we went through a phase of schedulers. So I have three. I have Publer, I have Radar, I have Socialmonials. I have a lot of the schedulers. Let me tell you what I discovered with this tool, and I'm gonna break it into, and I'm gonna show you some of the highlights of this tool, right? And I do not want to be before you long on this taco day. I want to give you an opportunity to use my code below because I'm bringing you this juice. So all of these tools can schedule, right? No tool is moving the needle in scheduling because it's a public API and everybody that registers can with the API or those companies can use a scheduler. Scheduler's not doing, it's what you wrap around a scheduler, right? And I think Publer was one of the first ones that kind of wrapped some extra things around it. And Radar did some things. Radar was using, to me, I thought Radar was using not AI because it wasn't out there, but they were using some writers around it as well. They could find news articles and write around. So they were doing some things as well. What they did was Mavic went and put an entire marketing wrapper database around it, right? Ideas. Now, this tool is so deep that I don't even have the time to get into it. I just want to give you some highlights of what it does because a lot of people don't even know about it. They're not on Select or anything like that, but they are a pretty darn good tool, right? Kind of met with the founder. Because our time zones, it's going to be difficult, but I am going to get her on the show probably as early as next week. Look for me around next Wednesday or something like that, so you can join in on the live, ask her some questions. But today, let's see if we can take advantage of this 10%. Now, what they do is you have to come in. They give you these brands, right? These are the different brands that I'm working on. You can switch between brands. And so what I have, my next gen home economics brand, you guys are already familiar with that. Let's fast forward. Let's kind of talk about it's a youth brand that I use to teach financial literacy and all that. So I just wanted to tell you, I want to set the stage for you because what you can do here is once you load up, let's look at my, I'm going to look at, where's it at? Oh, let's look at my report. So this is my report. This is my brand report. They did a brand report on me. So just like some of the other tools, they want to know your website. They want to know that way they can glean a lot from your website, your meta tags and all that, and kind of see how your copy is setting it up. So that's not really different than what a lot of tools are doing now. But what you want is you want a repository to help you put that all together. So it's basically telling me about my brand. It's telling me about one of the competitors that I loaded up. I can load up a lot of competitors. I think 25 competitors, I think. It's telling me what are my customer profiles and the recommendations, right? It says, hey, what do you recommend? And once you do that, you can say, hey, churches, community organizations, empowering youth. Let me add that to my brand book, right? So I can add it to my brand book. Yes, I want to add it. So it's adding different things to my brand book. It's building a profile of who I am as a company, right? Writing styles, right? The Carl Jung or the MB, this is the Myers-Briggs. I like the Myers-Briggs a little bit better. The writing styles, brand positioning, how do you want to position yourself? These are very good things that you need to, and you can just add any one of these to your brand book, and you're basically adding it to your learning library, if you will, right? Then it gives you marketing strategies, recommendations, build brand awareness, use LinkedIn. It said, hey, do 3 LinkedIn times a week, do 1 video per week, 4 FaceTimes, right? They're giving you community bulletins. They're giving you the blueprint to kind of grow your brand. I can appreciate this because sometimes you just run out of ideas, right? So then they're saying, hey, here's 7, just after looking at this, it says, hey, listen, this is what you can do today. So I'm talking to you today. This is, hey, you can do case studies today. You can do on the 4th, you can do celebrating World Teachers Day, right? World Teachers, I didn't even know World Teachers Day is tomorrow, right? But that's a way of just putting out engaging information. I didn't even know it was Teachers Day, right? But because they have all the calendars of all the different events, things coming up. I have 7 days worth of ideas already just from doing the report. So we come here And one of the things that I learned was you can use a chat. You can just come in here, you can just chat about your brand, or your product, your customer, or your competitor. You can chat about just an interactive chat with them, right? And so what I did was I came to the dashboard and I clicked on, all right, so find me the holidays. And I think, and I learned this in a PR class. I learned this in a PR class like years ago. They said, hey, just on was when social media was just starting, I learned this and it was like, hey, find out what the holiday is and develop things around that. But also you can do a lot of media pitch, right? A lot of people don't know about media pitching, but if you want to pitch and be on someone's radio station or local podcast or local news station are always looking for stories. What you do is you always start with the holidays of the month. So when I clicked here, I already ran it. I'm not going to run up my chart anymore. But says, hey, you know what? I clicked on holidays. This is what it gave me, right? And we talked about it here. Again, I didn't know World Teachers Day is October 5th. I have no idea. That's in 2 days. I mean, it's on Friday. So I didn't even know that that's what was going on. So today is obviously, tomorrow's National Taco Day. That's weird. Okay, so now that we're just talking about these things, so they have Taco Day being today, but they're going to celebrate it, I guess, for 24 hours. So National Taco Day is actually October 4th. Hey, AppSumo, National Taco Day is not officially till tomorrow. But anyway, I digress, right? So these are the different holidays. You got Halloween on October. So you basically have, when you start off every month, if you say, all right, tell me what's going on this month, right? Tell me what the upcoming holidays are. So Veterans Day is coming up, next month. Thanksgiving is coming up next month, but Columbus Day is coming up this month. So you start with that. Then you go and you can say, well, you know what? Let me go to the idea playground, right? And you can do that. And what I did was I said, all right, so let me see. What I wanted to do is I went to the playground and said, generate 3 content ideas for my brand, just out of the blue. It says, learn the top 5 budgeting tips every young person must know. Download our free worksheet. Hey, I like that, right? So I can go there, I can save the idea, right? Then I come here. I just asked for 3 ideas. I can then interact with the idea. So I can say, hey, you know what? I can click on this and say, let's expand on this idea. So we're going to expand on the idea of the 5 essential tips. And then it gave you some more. It gave you a Facebook image. It says 5-part series on crucial budgeting tips. So let's go here. We can go from here and we can just create content from here. And it says, hey, generate content. All right, give me this. Select a product, no product selected. Because if you put your products in here, it'll make recommendations of your products with the actual links. This is crazy, right? So let's generate the post, right? Oh, please create an image template. So I got to put in an image template. I don't have an image template here, but if I had an image template, I would be able to go in and generate everything. I hate that I don't have it. Let me put an image template together. Give me here a second. So we're going to just create an image template. Let's do that. They got my brand colors here already. Let's put together an image template. I don't know. Let's use that. Let's say that as an image template. I have no idea. So no product selected. I don't have to do that. So use brand colors. We use my brand colors here. All right, so let's see what we get here. I use the image template. Let's see what it comes up with. So now what it's doing. All right, so the blue is part of my colors, blue and green. So this is what it created. It's already ready. Engage your young minds with fun and simple budgeting tips crafted to make financial literacy accessible. And this is a 5-part budgeting series tip. And they use that. So we'll go in, we can even, instead of it just posting, we can go here and even edit the post. Yes, edit this post, right? So we can come in here and we can change. We're excited to unveil our fine. So they're doing that. Then you can come in here and you can put a link to the 5-part series. This is how it will look inside our page here. This is how the actual post will look. Then we can schedule it. So let's schedule it later, or we'll schedule it for the 14th. I'm gonna take this out. I just don't want to. All right, so we can schedule it on the 14th. Now, so all of that was just from this idea. So let's look at our plan on the 14th. It's already set. You can literally come here, and at the beginning of every month, I would start on a Sunday afternoon when I'm not doing anything, probably watching some NFL football, go Niners, right? And I'm doing that and just sitting with my laptop and just creating the whole content calendar and have everything already ready, set it and forget it. I'm not even worried about it. It's just going to post those different things for me. That's what I meant when I said I apologize, because there's so much more you can do in this, right? And again, you can look at the social, how many followings you got and analytics, right? Then you can go to a document writer. You can write a press release. You can write, and so these are some basic prompts, right? Press release. You can write a blog. You can start from scratch, but it's already in here, right? I got my branding here loaded up, right? I got my brand kit that's loaded. I got my personality here. My writing style, Myers-Briggs, right? The personality, got the writing style, supportive guide to next gen literacy, right? My positioning, right? Financial literacy. And then you can have a banned list. Hey, don't use these words or whatever when I'm writing. So it even does an analysis for my competitors. Like I said, I can do 25 competitors. This is just one competitor. This is one of the ones that I found. One of the competitors, look at their organic reach, right? The direct, are they doing any paid ads or anything like that? They have organic, right? So this is what they're using. So that's what you can do. And then so for here, you can add in your products here, right? So this makes recommendations of your products. So if you fill this out, your products and features, right? Selling points, you can drop the images there. It actually goes in and it creates and does your products for you. So yeah, this is serious. I did not know that this tool could do all of that. I did not know, right? Generate ideas, generate captions, and then like I said, you can access your report. So there's a lot more things coming. And again, an ideal playground. You can use Facebook, Instagram, Threads, LinkedIn, blog, right? Or all those types of things. So let me show you one other thing that you can do with the planner. And I almost left this out. And this is one of the things I was telling you. So you can go to the planner. You can say, you know what? Give me I asked for these already. So these are all the ideas that I saved earlier. Let me show you one here. On Veterans Day, we pause. So you want to add that one there. So you can add, you can go and edit that one, right? You got all these different ideas that you can put, because these came from show all ideas. These are the saved ideas, right? You have saved holidays, right? National Taco Day, things of that nature. And you can say, hey, you know what? For National World Teachers Day. So let's click on that. So we can actually from here, let's get some ideas on that. This is what that's about. So we can actually go, and where's the other one? What I wanted to show you guys. So these are the saved ideas. Those are just the saved holidays. All right. So we could come here, right? And I think one of the things that I saw that I could do is I could say, hey, you know what? Let me come here, ideal playground. Let me write a blog. Let's just use that. So write a blog. And we can come here and we can say, hey, download free worksheet. And we can come here, teen books, curated list of information engaging books. So we can come here, we can go, boom, we'll save that idea, right? We'll save that idea and we'll come back here. We'll generate the books, right? So let's go back to our planner. We can say, hey, you know what? This book creation. We'll come here. And what we'll do is for here, we'll say, hey, I want to create a note. I'm thinking about launching a new book, financial series. We'll go here. Let's create an idea from here. This is what I want to do on Thursday. So say, give me 3 ideas for a new book creation, right? All right. So what we can do is we can go here. And we can go here, be the first to know unveiling our teen finance book. We can go here. You know what? I like that idea. Let's save the idea. That's email marketing. We can go LinkedIn carousel here and we'll go save the idea. And then we'll go with a blog post. So we could do email marketing, blog post, and a LinkedIn carousel, right? We can do all of those, right? And then so what we want to do is we'll come back here. And then what you can do? You can take that, dive into, we can do a blog post here. We could create the document here, blog post, dive into that, enable real-time research. Do you have additional information, SEO keywords? No, let's generate. We were going to create an outline. Let's just generate the blog post here. I'm giving you this is extended hours, right? And again, you guys know what I do with this channel. I'm always giving you juice ideas. I'm going to mess you up with this idea. I promise you. So we're going to come here and this is all from one tool. We got all these ideas. We're generating that. So what we do is we'll create, this is lovely. So we'll come here, we'll create this blog. We'll create this blog post, right? Latest teen finance book. We could take this blog, right? We can post on it. We can send an email on it and we can put it on our social profiles. Then you know what we can do? We can go to our Evolve Up, right? We go to that tool, create books here, and people can order it through your affiliate link. Get the same book that we're talking about here, or we add the links to the book here, and the link to the book takes you here. And the person's able actually to get it. What should Danny do school day? Or when you write your own books, put them inside of Amazon. You put them in there as well. And then we already talked about the Evolve. You come here and then a person come here and says, hey, I want to get my student. There's 2 academies that I run, right? I run a young learning academy and I run a young adult academy. So when I'm getting them here, I'm getting them here to the actual landing page, and I'm going to add a couple more books here that I recommend. Person come here and they say, hey, you know what? Let me get on the waiting list, right? So they click on that, they get on the waiting list. So all of that from one post, right? They get on the waiting list, they can come back, right? They can join the youth academy here. You know, I have a for the youth academy for the younger kids, and then I have a young adult academy for the kids learning how to drive and all that other stuff. Listen, you could take this on a journey from one blog that you create here that's sharing your same theme, sharing your same vision, right? It's sharing everything, your tendencies, what you like to write about. And this entire learning language model is building your data and your information. This is really how you're supposed to utilize AI to aid. And then what you do is you come back and you have everything already laid out. You have everything already laid out. This has been Jenny Jones. I'm excited about this tool. What I recommend for this tool, right? I recommend, and then we get the additional 10% off, right? I recommend for this tool, if you have one brand, I recommend at least a tier 3, because a tier 3 is going to allow you to use your own API key, right? And the way the API keys work, it cuts it almost in a third. Your API usage, it cuts it in a third. because you're able to draw the keys down a little bit differently. So you're able to get 600 AI credits per month. You get 4 seats. That's 4 people having access to it. But you get to do at least 3 brands. I went with the tier 5. Once I got into it and found out how good it was, I went ahead and went with a tier 5 because this is the only tool I need. Now, I can go when you go to your when you start creating your content themes and things like that, you can download that. There are some different some more things that are coming, right? So make sure you join us for our look for the live event. The founder is going to be on here. Jess is going to be on all the way from Singapore. She's going to be on, and look for us to do that live next week, probably around next Wednesday or so. Look for us to be on. It's going to probably be around 4 p.m. Eastern. Actually, it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but about 4 p.m. Pacific. So look for that live. Look for that link. I'll try to come back here and add a link to the actual live. You guys have been great. I'm telling you. So if we're going to do any tacos today, right? We want our money to go far. If we want to use it, get an extra 10% off. And then if you're actually an AppSumo Plus user, this is going to be a tool that's going to make our money go very, very far. All right. And so you guys have been great. Also, there's some agency stuff that's coming along. I can't get into that. Maybe you can ask her when we get her online or something. But you guys have been great. I'm super excited about this. Again, I wanted to apologize to all of my members, some of my clients and all that. It's like, Jenny, you didn't go deep on this tool. You didn't tell us it had all this. I'm telling you now. You guys enjoy the taco day. Go, hey, sour cream, get it. All right. Guys, take care. Goodbye for now.